It's not Sunday.
I
It's
know.
a
I was
fun
like,
day. I
It's
go, what is?
shenanigans. Welcome in, everybody.
Hey, Barb,
hi, Barb.
Hi, Barb.
catch us
How
when
are
we're
we
working.
doing today? We work during the day.
Hi, Ashley.
Ashley.
Yeah, I worked.
Yeah.
I mowed.
Yeah, you mowed the yard today.
I woke up.
I'm on my lunch hour from the 9 to 5.
There you go.
How about
Is it
that?
9 to 5 or is it 7 to 4?
6:30 to 4:30.
You're the hardest
Hey.
working woman in Tulsa.
Sure.
All right, now I'm yawning for some reason.
Everybody doing all right today?
I woke up. That's what mattered to me.
Yep.
Right?
I get to
And
bug them though, because I already picked out all my items for tomorrow. Hi, baby
Yeah.
girl.
Hi, baby
You're
girl.
working. Hi, baby girl. Well,
You
Well, I shouldn't say all my items. I should say I've already got 21. Hello, brother Matt.
hello, Matt.
Hi, honey. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Well, we need to keep April in thought. Baby girl let me know this morning that April had an emergency surgery. So just keep her in your thought and prayers and all that. So we just hope that everyone can just take a minute aside and just give her some prayers and prayer for healing and all that. So we appreciate it.
So
Hi,
definitely,
And hello,
however,
Timmy.
whether you pray, whatever you do, let's take a moment and wish her happy thoughts.
Yes.
Because we all know April, what you doing, WID. We just need to wrap some hugs around her.
Yep.
Yes.
So, prayers for her.
Yes.
So, other than that, what's everybody doing?
Well, I fully understand what baby girl is going through because my sister-in-law is going through much the same right now.
Yes, exactly the same.
Yep.
She's due to have another surgery tomorrow.
Very unexpected. So let's
Yep.
also send happy thoughts Uni's way. I know they could use it as well.
Yep.
We're all just one big happy family.
Just having
Lisa,
fun and
happy.
Thanks,
Happy.
I
Ashley.
woke up
Thanks, baby
I
girl.
woke up late. Woke up late today and I missed Victoria's show and Johnny's show
Hi,
live.
Teresa.
So have to get back and watch them later on. And I text Mac.
Yeah. Oh, and we're just finding out too, kind of some of the stuff that happened with the shooting that happened out here. So they're still
Right.
looking for the suspects, and we're hoping that they catch them too, because they killed 2 and injured another 9 at a
Wow.
park. So, but what we heard this morning is that at least 100 shots were fired by 6 different people.
So here's the big question for tomorrow. Are you ladies bringing any non-glass tomorrow?
Does porcelain count as non-glass?
In tomorrow, spring savings.
Spring
Yeah.
sale. I thought it was spring cleaning, so I'm cleaning.
No. I probably will have some stuff that's not glass. I wouldn't say unbreakable, but probably not what y'all think of glass.
Hey, Wolf. Yeah, when we do Unbreakables, I think that's that's a challenge for Uni is unbreakable sales because it's like everything she's got.
Right?
Are
That's always a
you ladies gonna show what you got in the mail today?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you already put it up there. Oh wow.
It's up there.
Well, don't fall because you're at lunch break. So they got vases from two old vintage guys.
How about that?
Hers is bigger than mine.
Mine is bigger than hers.
But they
But
are
it
now.
goes.
It glows.
They bought some glowies.
We did. Look at that glow. Look at that.
And they both are true sisters. So whoever got in there first, they weren't going to bid against each other.
She beat me on that one. She beat me, so I got the next one.
But I want to tell you what Uni said. Uni said, I would have bought them both if I could have.
No, I did that.
I would have.
I
But
think
you
you
know
both
what
would
would
have
have
got
happened?
both of them if you could.
If she hadn't beat me on the second one, I would have bought that one too.
Yeah. I would have bought both of them, but you know what would have happened? Is one
What?
of them would have went sister's way.
Oh,
Oh, see,
So
you should have
there,
bought it.
there.
You could have got a free vase.
how about that?
Yeah. That's a nice looking shelf you have up there.
Thank you. Designed by John.
Yeah, right.
No, Uni and I helped you on that shelf. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
We
I
don't
have-
bid against whoever gets in there first. We don't bid against each other. I
No,
thought
we
that-
don't. Even though she bought some earrings out from underneath me yesterday.
Well, I wanted to get some teacups from somebody, and I was texting you about it, and I looked, and next thing I know, you bought them for yourself. I go, spending all my time texting sister, like, what do you think of those? I could sell them.
You
They're really good
snooze, you
price."
lose.
Yeah. So
Right.
Instead of reading text messages, I was beating.
See, and I'm like, sister's probably yelling at the screen, what the heck are you doing? You don't buy this stuff. Why are you buying this stuff?
yeah. So like
That's the nice
I got-
version.
I
Nice
got
version.
duped. I got duped out of it, but it
How
was
did
good.
Get duped. I was bidding instead of reading my phone.
Oh, you probably wouldn't have known about that auction until I told you.
Okay, sure.
But don't forget, everybody, make sure you give that thumbs up to Angela. Show the support
Oh.
and some love to her.
Just
Let
in
her
case.
know that you're there.
Just in case Gina comes in or if she sees the replay or whatnot, if I see her come in again, I will show it. But I did get it, Gina. I got your gift.
That's so pretty.
And I'm
It
gonna
is
share,
gorgeous.
I'm gonna share the link out. I'll probably send it to Angela's mom.
What I like about these earrings is they look like cats to me.
Oh yeah, they do. They got little ears.
Ears. Yep. I thought they were so cool.
They do.
That's one of the reasons I wanted this and why I was bidding on it. And then I was out because they outbid me. But that was totally awesome of Gina to buy this because I was like, this is going to
Oh,
be,
those are those earrings. Okay, I wasn't sure.
yeah, this is going to go in my collection. This is the thermoset and it's a gorgeous deep dark blue, almost like a midnight blue, which is my favorite color.
Right.
So I was like, yay. Thank you. Very generous of her to do so.
I know. I
Friend mail.
I got a box from Mary Ellen for my birthday, and that surprised me. And can't say what it is because it came from her secret collection. So,
Well, when
but
I say
I didn't know she collected that. So,
when I say I have no taste, I mean it. That's why my friend mail was closed. Trying to give me some style.
we try to help her out.
Yeah.
We're trying to wean her from wearing black.
Yeah. But just remember, ladies,
No,
good
just
vibes only. Only good vibes.
There you go.
There you go.
Good vibes only.
My saying
Why?
this morning was, let those in glass houses throw no stones.
I heard that you're going to pick up some things that you were sourcing tonight. And
I
it
am.
it starts with the letter F.
I am.
And what will that be that you're going to get?
Some Fenton.
Then, so will you be showing?
Pieces
Will you
of
be
Fenton.
showing that? Are you going to be showing that at your sister's sale?
Yep.
Can't wait.
Yep.
And I'll be in the chat room harassing you both. Because it's not a brother if I'm not harassing you two.
That's
I
right.
brought some stuff home from Duluth. This will be one on Friday.
There you go.
Nice.
Make her big. She can.
It's Murano. It's Murano.
Let's
I
see.
love that plate that
Oh.
you got too, but that not that plate, that mid
It's a
modern.
boomerang.
Yep, that's the boomerang plate. It's Murano. It's called the
Beautiful.
boomerang bowl.
Is it already priced?
Yes,
And how much are you gonna offer it?
I ain't saying until Friday. Y'all
You're
can
making-
drool until Friday.
You're
No, this
making
isn't
people-
one. I
You're
haven't. I
making
haven't.
people wait.
I haven't
Maybe they want to
identified
buy
this
it
one.
now. That's beautiful. You need to make her big on that one.
I got it.
Yeah, they
That
took away
is
my
beautiful.
my powers, but I'm okay with that. That's just
No,
beautiful.
no.
I'm okay with
no.
that.
Let
You
you
have to-
show her stuff.
You have to really look at it, but the back of it has a little iridescence. It is signed. There's a little signature on it, and I think it says fire.
Mhm.
But I don't know who it is. That's right, Wolf.
Great piece.
But I loved it. We found it because we went to put some stuff in the booth,
Mhm.
and I happened to look over in another booth and saw this, and so I grabbed it because I thought, well, this is something totally different.
And
It's
is that
it's
coming
fused
tomorrow or Friday?
That's going to come on Friday. Tomorrow, I kind of themed what I did with stuff. I have a lot of stuff that has flowers on it.
Yeah.
I thought
I-
spring, right?
I guess I must have did my homework wrong because I thought it was spring cleaning. So I'm bringing a
No.
little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Yeah.
So
I was going to do spring cleaning, but then I started noticing all of the kind of floral themed that I found. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a floral theme. Floral butterflies kind of thing.
and if you're looking for certain stuff, put it in the chat room. Let us know. We like to look. We like to
Yeah.
hunt that stuff down.
Now, let's get this straight with our friends out here in the chat.
Okay.
We did not take away your power. Did we? Did
Nope. No,
What power? Oh
we?
yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
You
I used to-
relinquished
I
your
used to have
power.
this power where I can go and find all these items right away, and now I
He
can't.
said, I don't like it. You need to make Uni the co-host. You
Yeah,
need to
'cause
give
I like
her admin
look at-
privileges.
I can say hi in the regular chat. I don't have to flip over. It's all good. Hey, if I don't complain, then I'm not being a brother.
Yeah.
I just think
It
it's
ain't
funny
that.
because I've always typed since
Yeah.
ages ago. I've typed in the YouTube chat instead of the StreamYard chat because for me it's faster and I see people's comments come up faster. So it's easier for me. Like when I've modded, it's easier for me to see who's bidding. It's easier for me to see who came in first because
Yeah.
YouTube. Say if I was bidding against Angela, YouTube's going to show me that I came first. It'll show me I came first against her.
Always.
Same. So when I'm doing it the opposite way, I'm here on screen and I look in here, YouTube's going to show me here who came in first, not the person that they came in first.
Right.
So it's just easier to do it that way.
I just
Plus-
like to be able to, I like to be able to type in StreamYard, and that's why I'm okay because it's like now I can type and it's easier. Because I was going back and forth and it was just
Yeah.
too much.
I like the emojis. That's why I like typing better in YouTube too, because I can do the emojis.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
No, I have one younger sister and one older sister, but I won't tell you which one is the older sister.
I'm the old fart. I make no secret. I'm the old fart. I'm older than them.
But we had a good discussion about Fenton because sister was telling us that she sourced some Fenton and she's going to pick it up. So did a little bit of researching and learning about the years and the colors and just where they started from. And I didn't know, I thought Fenton was still in business. I didn't know they ended in 2011.
They went out of business. They still have a gift shop. They still have glass that they sell. And that's where a lot of your painted stuff is coming from. But they even sold a lot of their molds. Other companies are using their molds.
Yeah. So I didn't know. That's what I love about working with these two, because they just share the information or we research and have fun. But let me get some trivia questions going. Test our knowledge this morning. Hold on. Let me mix this up because I think we did some of these.
Well, I better put the smarter part of me on.
How many U.S. states border California?
Four.
3.
I think it's 4 because I'm going to count Hawaii as the border. But if not, then it would be 3. We get any answers in the chat room before I decide? Before I read the answer?
Before he decides what the answer is.
Yeah, before I decide.
Anybody? How many states border California?
I know Matt won't answer because he's like, who cares about California?
Ashley's with me. She says 3.
I know you got Oregon, Nevada, and Arizona.
Yep.
But let's see if they give us 3. So there used to be a Fenton Glass Gallery in Coleman, Alabama.
Huh.
So if you had 3, you get a point. There's a unicorn on your head.
I know it didn't help me get the answer.
What Louisa May Cott novel subtitled Meg, Joe, Beth, and Amy? What's the title of Louise?
Little
May
Women.
Matt put driving. Okay. I'm glad he's driving and focusing on that.
Except that he texted to tell you he was driving.
Be nice to him. He's taking you to go pick up some stuff today.
Yeah.
The answer is Little Women. Okay, what football coach says winning isn't everything? It's the only thing.
Honey, who said winning isn't everything? It's the only thing.
I know the answer.
David.
Who? Vince Lombardi.
Correct, and that is the name of the Super Bowl trophy. What is the most common surname in Sweden?
Oh my God.
I was going to say IKEA.
IKEA. What the heck?
It's the only name I know for that. What's for lunch? Jennifer said. Well, she ate her lunch before we came on this show.
I had sketty. I was hungry.
I haven't eaten lunch yet. I had breakfast late. I had cold pizza.
I think I'm going to have a Lunchable in a little bit. So,
I had leftover sketty and it was good.
Because
Gluten-free.
but we need to say hello to Jennifer, the world's
Hi,
greatest
Jennifer.
boss.
Hi, Jennifer.
Yeah, I went out and mowed this morning. I didn't eat breakfast. So when I came back in, I was hungry and it was already like 10 o'clock. So I ate cold pizza.
Cold pizza is good anytime. I don't care what anybody says. So, what is the most popular surname in Sweden?
IKEA for the win.
I have
Jo-
no idea.
Johansson.
Johansson. Okay. Like Johnson.
Does that mean that Scarlett Johansson is Swedish?
I don't know.
Could be.
I don't
What
know.
is the oldest capital city in the Americas?
Capital
The Americas. In the Americas, not in the United States, in the Americas.
So, yeah, because that could be the South Americas. It could be the. I want to say Mexico City.
I just started saying Mexico City
No, it's in Chile or Peru.
with the Incas.
Yep. Ah,
Well, we
And
said
is it Machu Picchu?
Angela, what was your answer?
a Mexico City.
A Mexico or Mexico's? It's Mexico City is the correct answer.
Oh,
It's Mexico City.
It actually says Mexico.
so it
And Wolf
was.
said that. What 4 U.S. states start with the letter I?
What was the question?
What 4-letter states start with the letter I?
What 4 states start with the letter I? Idaho, Iowa, Indiana,
Illinois.
Illinois. Yep.
Correct. We got to give them time in the chat room, ladies.
Okay.
What continent is Barbados considered part of?
Continent?
Yeah, continent. There's 7 continents.
Africa? I don't know.
Do you know where Barbados is?
No.
I
Okay.
do, but I don't.
Where's Barbados located at?
Is it by the Dominican Republic?
Correct. It's in the
That would be
Caribbean.
Africa, right?
It'd be what?
Africa, right?
No.
No,
Australia.
they're part of aren't they
They're
Dutch
closer to
occupied?
Florida and Jamaica. It's
The
North
Bahamas?
America. It's North America.
No, they're not.
The Caribbean is part of
The
North America.
Caribbean is part of North America, yeah.
You
I
all
was
can
thinking
send, you all can send Angela Isaac a map if you need to. Hey, we're on live.
I don't care.
What did I tell you?
Gee, let me adjust my glasses.
I go, we got to be
On
more,
my channel.
we got to be nice when we're on here.
Is that better?
You see how they're mean to me?
One less finger than peace.
Okay. What is the largest province in Canada? I don't know. Is it Quebec? Is that a province?
Yes.
Alberta. I don't know.
Oh. Victoria.
I don't know.
Quebec. It's the only place I could think of, but I didn't know about Alberta and all that. Where are the Twin Cities?
Minnesota.
Minnesota, yep.
Home of
Correct.
the Minnesota Twins.
What are the Twin Cities?
St. Paul and Minneapolis.
Correct.
I got U.S. I got
What
U.S. geography.
What 2 flavors make mocha? What 2 flavors make mocha?
Espresso and chocolate.
Yep. Coffee or chocolate, it says. I knew she did only with listening, yell, and stuff. Just handing you the answer. What vehicles are raced in the Tour de France?
Bicycles.
Correct.
Cool. Is that considered a vehicle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Two
What is
wheels.
what is the warmest
Country.
what is the warmest continent on Earth? Now you can say your answer.
Africa.
South America.
Correct. Africa. The Sahara Desert.
Is that where the Sahara Desert is?
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, because of Egypt and stuff, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm putting it all together.
What frog MCs the Muppet Show?
Kermit.
Hermit.
Mhm.
Can
What
you all
player
spell
played the most?
concentrate on
Mm.
academics in school?
Oh, okay.
You can ask Mom. It was social time for me.
I was a nerd. I was on the honor roll in honor society.
What game is fatal to anyone over 21? It's a card game. In other words, if you get over 21, it's considered a bust.
Blackjack.
Blackjack, yeah.
Let me call you back. I'm doing a live show. Forget to tell all my friends, don't call me during the show.
How
What's
about that?
another term for badminton bird?
It's a
Shuttlecock.
I didn't want to say it.
Why? Is that a bad word? It's an
'Cause I
item.
was going to say the shuttle part. That's all I could remember.
You're flipping people
Shuttlecock
off, but you can't say the word cock. A doodle do.
What are the Texas Cyclone and the Mr. Twister? What are they?
Tornado?
Baseball teams.
I don't know.
What are
is
the
it, guys? You gotta help
what are
us.
the Texas Cyclones and the Mr. Twisters? Mr.
They're
Twister.
baseball teams. Baseball teams.
Roller derby.
You're close though.
Hockey.
They're roller coasters.
Oh, roller
Oh.
coasters.
Well, there was some rollers in there.
That's right. I was thinking outside the box.
There.
What is the tallest piece? What is the tallest piece in chess? What is the tallest piece in chess?
The king.
I'm gonna go with the knight. Jennifer says the king too.
Wolf
And
says
she says
king,
the
and then
queen too.
Yeah.
The answer is the king.
I don't know.
What sport is featured in the film Kansas City Bomber? You already said the answer, Angela.
Hockey.
Roller derby.
Roller derby.
Hi, Lena. Lena said king too.
Hi, Lena. It was roller derby, really?
Yeah. What is a group of kittens called?
I don't know.
A
Bird.
cluster boink.
What do you call a group of kittens?
Cluster boink.
It's called a Kindle.
A Kindle.
A pain in the butt.
Yeah. Especially if you're bottle feeding 7 of them.
What was the longest war in U.S. history?
The Cold War.
It's the 60s and the 70s. Hi, Victoria.
Vietnam.
Vietnam is correct.
Hi, Victoria.
What is the official language of Egypt, Morocco, and Tunisia? What is the official language?
Hebrew? I don't know.
It's some weird word.
You're thinking Farsi.
Farsi.
What is the official language of Egypt, Tunisia, and Morocco? And the correct answer is Arabic.
I was thinking Arabic, but then I said, no, it couldn't be. That was too obvious.
Duh.
Who was the first American to take a walk in space?
John Glenn.
Neil Armstrong.
Armstrong is for the moon. The first walk in space was Edward White II. Edward White II. How many pawns does each player have at the start of a chess game?
2.
8.
One of them is correct, but which one is right? The answer is 8. Correct. What U.S. state does the Continental Divide enter Mexico from?
New Mexico.
Angela? Okay. The correct answer is New Mexico. Where is the best brandy bottled at? Where is the best brandy bottled at?
Tennessee.
England.
Victoria's.
Victoria's house.
The answer is Cognac, France.
Cognac.
I should have thought about that one.
Didn't think about that.
What is the only U.S. state that ends with a K? What state ends with a K? I have to go through like Vermont and I know it. I'll give you a clue. It has 2 words in it.
New York.
New York is correct.
Jennifer
Oh,
had it. Ashley had it.
And they both spelt it the same way.
York.
Are you cheating off her homework?
York. York.
Okay. How many grooves are there on each side of a 45 RPM record?
Uni
How many
says,
grooves?
I don't know.
How many grooves are on a 45 record?
45.
45. Lena says 100. Jennifer says 90.
When you put the record player and you put the needle on there, it just spins continuously, right? There's only one groove on a record.
Oh my God. There you go. Well, Harry said 3. He was closest.
Yeah.
This unicorn
One
ain't
groove.
helping me.
That was a trick question.
Hi, Mary Ellen.
Hi, Mary Ellen.
Hi, Mary Ellen. What city is surrounded by Rome?
By what?
By Rome. We had
The
this question
Vatican.
last
The Vatican.
Vatican City.
week. Mhm.
Hi, Ginger.
Hi, Ginger.
Which witch is flattened by a house in The Wizard of Oz? Hi,
The
Ginger.
Wicked Witch.
Wicked Witch of the West.
You're saying the West?
Glinda the Good Witch of the North. I don't know.
It's Wicked Witch of the East.
East. Yeah.
The East.
I don't know.
Who did Sarah Jane Moore try to assassinate?
Nixon.
Who was president after Nixon? There's your clue.
Ford.
Ford is correct.
I know a few witches.
Who was on the first cover of People magazine?
Oh my Lord.
A People magazine?
Wasn't it I Love Lucy? Lucy's kid, Ricky?
Nope. It's a lady.
Does it have a year?
Nope. It was a lady. And if I'm correct, who did the Campbell's artwork?
I don't have a clue.
Oh my God, I don't remember.
What was his name? Well, the answer is Mia Farrow.
Mia Farrow?
Mhm.
Is he out there? Yay, our groundhog's out in the yard.
What are you
Yeah.
doing in New York? No. What did the fighting ships Arizona, Oklahoma, and Utah have in common?
What does what?
What does the fighting ships Arizona, Oklahoma, and Utah have in common?
Don't they all have the so the planes can land on them?
Are they all sunk? I don't know.
What did you say?
They were all sunk.
Where were they sunk at?
Pearl Harbor.
They were all sunk in Pearl Harbor. What is the only man-made structure visible from space?
The Eiffel Tower.
What man-made structure is visible from space?
The pyramids.
Give you a clue. Humpty Dumpty.
The Great Wall
Oh,
of
the Great
China.
Wall of China.
The Great Wall of China.
Jennifer, ours isn't destructive if we keep him out of our garden. And that's why he's creeping out to this year. He's checking to see if we planted carrots or anything because he'll go eat all the tops of all the carrots, but there's nothing in there this year.
What is the most common Spanish surname?
I should know this one.
Hernandez. Garcia.
Well, in New Mexico, it was like Martinez and Gonzalez.
It's Garcia.
How about that?
What black Muslim leader was assassinated on February 21st, 1965?
Malcolm X.
Harry said Jesus.
Said he, see, and I could have said Jesus. So, thanks for you reading. Malcolm X is correct.
Lena said Martin Luther King. He wasn't Muslim though.
No.
Yeah.
And he was April of 64
Right.
because 2 months later was Robert Kennedy. What is the world's largest sea?
The world's largest sea.
Mhm. Italy,
Mediterranean.
Correct. What is the most common color on the fields of the U.S. state flags? So the fields means background. What color is the most common one?
Blue.
White.
Waiting for some answers. One of you is correct. Well, the correct answer is blue. What U.S. state is the home of the headwaters of the Mississippi River?
What state?
Wisconsin.
What state?
Michigan.
I thought it was Wisconsin, but I'm probably wrong.
I don't know.
Give me a minute. The answer is Minnesota.
It was what?
Minnesota.
What U.S. state capital was once called Lafayette Rocha?
Is it St. Pierre?
Lafayette Rocha.
And what was the question?
Or Lafayette?
What U.S. state was once called Lafayette Rocha?
Louisiana.
Oh, state. We're not talking about a capital. Never mind.
Well, you can name the capital. It is a capital. And one of you is very close to it. Think of Lafayette, like petite,
Lafayette, yeah.
petite, Little Rock.
Really?
Arkansas.
Oh my God.
What rabbit got its name because its ears resembles those of a jackass?
Jackalope.
You're close.
Jackrabbit.
Jackrabbit is correct. What is the northernmost Scandinavian country?
Greenland.
You got Denmark, you got Sweden, and you got Norway.
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 Correct. And here's the last question for today. What is the highest city to host the Summer Olympics? And it was in 1968.
Isn't it Denver?
No. But it was a concern because it is higher altitude.
No clue.
Well, you said the
Quebec.
answer earlier in the question. Long time ago, you said the answer. The answer is Mexico City.
Ah. I always forget that they're a higher elevation.
You know, I used to love playing trivia, and then sometimes I realize I'm just not smart. It's just like,
I have streaks where I get a bunch of them, and then all of a sudden it's like I'm clueless.
Right.
it's like,
And the unicorn did not help.
I always like the geography ones and the history questions. Those were my favorite ones.
History, I could do. Pop culture, I'm usually pretty decent at.
That one's a good one too. And all that. So if you haven't given a thumbs yet, we appreciate a thumbs up. And let me drop some links for everybody.
Who's dropping links
If
for
you're
what?
not following Uni or myself,
Huh?
I'm dropping links today.
He's
Don't get
paying
mad
the
at me, Jennifer.
Drop them links.
That's for Sister Uni. This one's for
Hey, yeah,
myself.
guys, if you saw my post today, I shouted out, it is, I believe, if I remember correctly on their name, it is Creation Bound. I think it's 2016, but Creation Bound is the first part. They are super awesome. They make videos about, here in Arkansas, about places they go and whatnot, where they like to camp and stuff like that. So they're super cool. But they are also resellers. They sell on Etsy, and they find some amazing glass. And they just found one auction, and they found all kinds of pink depression glass, and it is super awesome. So you got to check them out.
Gotta look that up.
They are super cool. They're super nice people. I haven't met them in person, but I've watched a lot of their stuff, and I, commented and chit chatted back and forth. So I think they're super cool.
And that's the link for tomorrow's show. So make sure you get out and come visit us.
Sister, do you need some bubble wrap?
Look at you.
No, I've got 6 rolls in the other room. I got 6.
I had to stock up because I'm going through bubble wrap left and right. So
We've still got some left.
Yeah, FedEx dropped 6 boxes off, and he looked at me and I go, I got to stock up while I can. They had a sale, and I just needed to get it and all that. But we thank everybody for joining us. We got to get Sister Angela back to work in her real job. Well, the question is, what is the real job? Is it this one reselling? Or is it the one where she's got to sit at a desk and look at a monitor all day long? What's true? You look at that monitor behind you.
I do.
Sometimes I envy Matt where he gets the road and gets to see the fresh air and the views and all that good stuff. But then there's this thing called traffic, and I can't deal with that.
You know what I need to do? I need to get a little plastic lawnmower that I can put Uni on.
There you go.
They might have one of those, like a John Deere riding lawnmower.
I might have to look and see if I can find one, and then I can have little Uni.
You have to get one of those radio controlled ones where you can.
Oh yeah. Well, I tell you, at some point, if Todd had been home today, he probably would have videoed me mowing, and then it would have made an appearance on YouTube. It's gonna happen. He'll do it.
It will happen.
It will.
One day. We will see it. Uni on her 0 turn.
Well, we thank everybody for joining us during their lunch break or afternoon snack break.
We do.
I always see Angela. I go, "Who goes to lunch at 2:00?" She goes, "I do."
Because she's smart. Because then there's not that much time left.
That's exactly why I do it.
Hi, Melanie.
Back to work.
Hi, Melanie J.
Hi, Melanie.
She says thank you for the happy mail.
Oh, you're welcome.
Did it look like this, Melanie J?
Yes. But by the time I go back to work, most of my employees are ready to get off. So I've answered all their questions, and I can just concentrate on the last hour and a half of my day.
See, I have a smart sister.
What are you making for dinner tonight? Asking for a friend.
Chicken burgers.
Ooh.
Tostadas.
I need to get over there and get some chicken burgers.
If y'all haven't checked out the Tex-Mex chicken burgers at Sam's, they are really good.
I'm going to do fried rice tonight. So I'm still hooked on that recipe I got from Angela. Just love it. Well,
Good.
we ready to wrap this up just like you're ready to wrap that Fenton vase?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a
Well, it
Fenton.
was fun. Thank you for coming and joining and see how they pick on me, and let everybody witness that. You have a
Yeah.
great day, Victoria.
Hi, Victoria.
Victoria.
So, yeah, we want everybody to have a great day.
And keep April in your prayers.
Keep April in your prayers and your thoughts, and give her great big hugs.
Uni hugs.
And we hope you guys join us tomorrow night for our spring savings. Yay.
I'm doing spring cleaning. I did the homework wrong, I guess. But
It's just
the same.
whatever you want to sell. It doesn't have to be spring stuff. I saw a bunch of my stuff in flowers, so I was like,
spring clearance. Be whatever you want it to be.
It's going to be fun.
But right back here tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central.
you
Join us.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep, it
Okay,
does.
okay. Well, bye, everybody. Have a great day.
bye guys. Thank you for hanging out with us.